Hey, it's Sam. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about all things mindset, embodiment, energetics, and everything you need to live your life full out and feel fucking great while doing it. I want to talk to you if you identify with the term people pleaser. Hello, my lovely people pleasers. I am a recovering people pleaser and I want to support you in all of the ways that we get to release the people pleasing. To me, people pleasing is when we deny our divine truth, our inner truth, and our inner guidance in order to make other people happy, in order to show up the way that they want us to show up, in order to appear the way that they want us to appear, in order to be a version of us that might not be authentic and true because we are desiring love, acceptance, and being part of the pack. Now, if we look at it through a historical lens first, we're looking back many moons ago. I'm not a numbers person, but many moons ago when the patriarchy came in and they were taking the power away. We used to live in egalitarian societies. And during this time, the power was shifting. And so what happened is that women were no longer allowed to own land. Women were no longer allowed to be the stewardesses of money. And instead, they were essentially under the care of either their fathers or their husbands. And so in order to have our needs met, we had to oblige the men in our lives. Now, we could get real deep into that. We're not going to go deep into that. I just want to look from a historical lens of we have this in our DNA, in our ancestry. And if you're looking at past lives, we also have that experience too. So we were literally taught that we needed to please other people in order for us to survive, in order for us to have a roof over our head, in order for us to have food, to have nourishment, and to essentially be safe. Women that did not have that were left out to die. So, a little dramatic, I know, but this gives us some context, and sometimes simply hearing this information can unlock things in our system that go, oh, this is why I'm like that. Okay, that makes sense. If we look at this lifetime, you were a young child and you learned, oh, when I smile and laugh, my parents give me love. You might have learned when I cry and throw a tantrum, I get love. Or when I cry and throw a tantrum, I don't get love. When I wear my hair a certain way, girls on the playground like me. When I walk a certain way, boys at the gym find me attractive. And so we have all of these experiences that shape our experience of who we get to be in the world. So if you feel like you're a people pleaser, don't beat yourself up about it. Like, welcome to being a human. Welcome to being a woman in 24. Now, the question is people pleasing actually serving you? Is it serving you? And in some ways, the answer is probably yes. Yeah, I know you didn't think I was gonna say that. In some ways, people pleasing is serving you. Maybe you are in a group of friends right now and you feel really great with your group of friends, or maybe it attracted a partner and you feel really awesome about being in a relationship. Maybe it helped you graduate college or achieve certain things in your life. So let's not totally shit on people pleasing. Let's acknowledge where it did serve us. But then the bigger question is it serving your big vision? If you watch this channel, you know that I'm really big on focusing on your vision and creating the life that you actually desire, not the life that society wants for you or your mom wants for you, but the life that you desire. So in this moment, you probably already know the answer. Is people pleasing serving your greater vision? And if you're watching this, my guess is it's probably not. It probably got you to a certain point and now you're hitting a plateau. Let's break the plateau. Let's bust through it. Maybe we'll soften our way through it and melt through it, whichever version of that feels good for you. And let's step into divine authenticity, being your fullest and most true self. Now, I had breast implants for 9 years. And I remember when I was getting them, I was really just seeking self-worth. Like, I wanted to feel beautiful. I wanted to feel sexy. I wanted to feel powerful. I wanted to feel feminine. And that was my experience of really people pleasing into our society, being an acceptable shape, being a certain version of myself physically so that I would fit in. And recently I had an explant. I released my big 34 double D boobs. You can check out the other video. I have a couple of videos on that. And I have been really rewriting, what does beauty mean to me? What does authenticity mean to me? What does being in my feminine body mean to me? And this is an example of how we go from people pleasing, which is really focused on the external, to coming internally. What do I desire? How do I want to express myself? How do I want to walk through the world? What do I want to create? What kind of music do I want to listen to? What kind of food do I want to eat? Versus, let me choose my food based on my partner. Let me choose my music based on what my friends want to listen to. Let me choose my career based on what my family wants me to do. Let me choose based on other people. So we are taking our power back. We're taking our power back from all of the external sources and bringing it right back where it belongs, in your gorgeous, beautiful body. And so once we really find what our system desires, what our unique blueprint and DNA and soul makeup desires, then it's up to us to decide, am I going to make this choice based on what people expect of me, what people want from me, what people desire to see from me, or am I going to make the choice based on what I know to be my truth? Now, this is a muscle that we get to work. This doesn't actually happen every day and overnight, but we can start working on people pleasing through really small ways. So first, we looked at the historical, which could unlock something there. We can look at why it's happening and how it's happening, and then we get to really feel into what are the small choices I can make every day to be a former people pleaser and no longer live my life based on how other people desire to see me live my life. And so that might look like going to a restaurant, looking at the menu and feeling into, what do I actually desire to eat today? And then choosing that thing. Releasing your people pleaser could look like looking at your schedule and blocking out the times that you want to take care of yourself, whether you want to go to a yoga class or you want to take a bath, or you want to take a nap, or you want to go do the thing, and actually putting it into your schedule and saying no to a different commitment. People pleasing on like a small daily level might be looking at your closet and saying, what do I want to wear today? What sparks joy in my system? I'm going to wear that thing. Maybe it's putting on the lipstick and the makeup. Maybe it's taking the makeup off. There is no right way. The only way to do it is to simply feel into what is true for me today. Now, here's a big piece about this. What's true for you today might not be true for you tomorrow. So can you give yourself permission to shift and flow and play? I think this is a big one. When we are releasing people pleasing, can you make it almost like a game? Make it a game. I get points when I listen to myself, and I get pushed backwards when I listen to other people. How can I continue to listen to myself, to listen to my truth, my authenticity, my desires, and trust that everything else is going to work out? In fact, I'm probably going to be happier. I'm going to be more fully expressed. I'm going to attract more opportunities, wealth, abundance, love when I am my truest self versus when I'm being a fake version of me, when I'm being a version of me that other people want to see. It's not always easy. You might come up against things with your family, with your relationships, and I want you to know that that's totally normal. But at the end of the day, are you going to regret doing what was not in alignment for you, or are you going to regret taking the leap? Most people I know that take the leap, that live according to them, their authentic truth, their authentic desires, are happier, they're proud of themselves, and they're living a life that they truly desire versus living the life that other people want from them. So this is your permission to release your people pleaser. Take it off, literally like unzip right now, like you're unzipping a sweatshirt that goes all the way up to your head. Take off the jacket of people pleasing and step into your fullest, most authentic self. If you have questions, please put them in the comments. I want to serve you. I want to support you. And if you liked this episode, subscribe, like, share with a friend, and I'll see you next time.